Hey guys, it's Matt here. It is Friday, the 12th of July, 2024. I'm at home, so I'm not in my normal gym. Fridays, I'm typically at home. So today I did my fourth and final training session for the week as part of my 4-day upper lower routine. I actually trained at my local gym, which is Snap Fitness in Debden, which is one of those 24/7 gyms. I managed to bag myself a 3-day pass. So I was like, yeah, cool. Why not? Means I don't have to travel into town an hour and a quarter one way just to train and then come back again. So easy to get to. The gym's like 20 minutes walk from my house or a very, very short drive. So I have trained at that gym previously during the sort of days of semi-lockdown during the pandemic, during a time when we were discouraged from traveling via public transport. So I wasn't going into town, but I needed somewhere where I could at least get some kind of reasonable training in, and that was just the nearest thing. So I did that for a bit. Anyway, so today was my second lower body session of the week. The original plan had been to do arms and legs, so some Smith machine JM press for triceps, my preferred triceps option, some kind of bicep curl, whether dumbbells or with cables. And then for legs, the plan had been to do seated leg curls first, 3 sets of 15 with myo-reps, then move on to the plate loaded leg press for probably 3 sets in the 5 to 10 rep range, and then 2 sets of accessory work for hamstrings in a lengthened position, so some kind of good morning type movement, so hip hinge, and then following with some kind of knee extension movement that isolates the quads a little bit more. So what I actually ended up doing, I did the seated leg curl machine at the gym, worked up to 3 sets of 15 using myo-reps, 35 kilos. The resistance on that was pretty decent, actually. It's quite a good setup. Unfortunately, the plate loaded leg press was faulty and out of action, which is a real pain, so I didn't get to use that today. So I tried the Smith machine feet forward squats. Now, they actually have one of the Smith machines with vertical tracking bars, whereas my gym has 2 Smith machines with the slightly slanted tracking bars. So it didn't really mess up the setup too much. The one thing that took me a little bit of time to get used to was the mechanism, the sliding mechanism on the Smith machine at Snap Fitness was such that the eccentric loading on that, you had to actively like pull the bar down. So there wasn't really much eccentric load, which wasn't that great. And on the way up, the concentric phases as you're ascending was actually considerably harder. You had to really push the bar up, even just the empty bar, to get it to move. So I suppose in a way, that means the resistance is going to challenge you more at the top where you're stronger, which I guess isn't a bad thing, but it just means there wasn't really great loading during the eccentric phase. So I did the feet forward Smith machine squats. I did 3 sets of 10, but yeah, the loading of the eccentric phase wasn't that great, but it was considerably harder during the ascent, right, during the concentric phase, which I guess isn't a bad thing. So that was fine. And then I wanted to do some type of good morning. I opted to just do a barbell good morning using one of the 2 power racks I had there. So I did a couple of warm-up sets and then went into 2 working sets of 10 for those to try and bias the hamstrings, a little bit of glutes and spinal erectors, and then finished with 2 sets of assisted eccentrically-paused sissy squats. It was 2 sets of 20 using myo-reps to get there. And then I actually finished up with the Smith machine JM press at the end, because at the beginning of the workout, the Smith machine was already in use. So I did the JM press at the end, did 3 sets of 12. Had planned to do biceps as well, but I had to very quickly end the workout there and dart out of the gym because my parking was just about to run out. But hey, so workout was, all in all, was okay. Not the best, but it was something. But yeah, so I'll do this as a sort of a video outro on the end of the recordings that I took of the workout while I was in the gym. I decided not to do my usual video intro because it was very, very quiet in there. It was like a library, and there was like just a handful of people there, like maybe 5 or 6 people. And I didn't want to be that loud influencer type hovering in the gym, talking to himself. I thought that might look a bit silly. So I just decided to do record this instead, a little video outro to kind of summarize my feelings about the workout after the fact. So so anyway, that's it from me. Got the rest of the weekend off, and then back to it on Monday. So have a great weekend all, and stay safe.